Welcome to this short video on authenticity and the third of the sub-constructs in the mobile learning framework, which is called situatedness. It's generally agreed that authentic tasks provide greater real-world relevance and personal meaning to the learner than inauthentic tasks. But what is it that makes a task authentic? One answer lies in the processes which students are asked to engage with as part of their learning. Are these processes similar to, or even the same as, those practitioners would engage with in the real world? In our framework, this construct is referred to as situated because it describes where the learning task is located. At the low end of the continuum, there's not even an attempt made by the teacher to use mobile technologies as they might be used in the real world. The task is set in an entirely contrived setting, such as a classroom, where students use their mobile device to prepare, for example, a fictional story, as if they were journalists writing for a newspaper. At the medium level, the process is referred to as simulated, because mobile devices are used to simulate or replicate the kind of context learners might find themselves in the real world. And finally, at the high level, learners are engaged in the actual work of a professional community, such as working as part of the staff of a local newspaper, providing a story through their mobile device to the editor. Many tasks undertaken by learners, especially those situated in the classroom, are very contrived or artificial in nature. Using mobile devices to undertake such tasks makes them no more authentic, such as these examples in a school where students are using simple drill and skill applications to develop basic mathematical concepts. There is no attempt evident in these examples to situate the task in a realistic setting linked to the work that mathematicians would do in their own communities. In this second example, which is also set within a school, students have been asked to use their mobile device to practice the kind of activities they might encounter outside of school in their real life. The teacher has set them to use their iPod Touch and an app for measuring angles to identify a variety of real angles in the school and around the classroom. Students walk around the room and the school, measuring the corners of the blackboard and the angles of the greenhouse roof in the playground. In this scenario, the school is used as a practice field, and in these examples, their mobile devices enable them to undertake a simulated activity which will help them to understand angles in their own life beyond the school. In this second example, a similar example set this time in teacher education, we see how two academics from the University of Technology, Sydney, have set their students a series of tasks associated with real-world learning around Sydney. In these examples, students use their mobile devices to identify geometric shapes and to annotate those shapes, as you can see in the pictures. Although the physical setting is located outside of the university, this is still regarded as a simulated activity rather than a participatory one, since there is no indication in this example that the students are working with a real community of mathematicians. In this final example, under a participation model of authenticity, students participate in the actual world of a professional community, engaging directly in the target community itself. This is still rare in schools and even universities, and it's not surprising, therefore, to find few examples of this using mobile technologies. Nonetheless, mobile technologies offer many opportunities for learners to join real communities of practice, and this may be undertaken without even the classroom. For example, in one primary school in Scotland, learners under the age of 11 participated in a real community of artists who viewed their work, which they produced on their iPod, and offered them expert feedback, as we can see in this short clip. In this final example, we see a similar use of mobile technologies to support a participatory form of authenticity. Here, school students can be seen using their mobile devices out of school on a field trip as part of a citizen science project, where they collect data to feed into a genuine community of real scientists. In this sense, they're working in a highly participatory setting, and this could be replicated in many other subjects and discipline areas, even if, at the moment, this is not yet common.